Last year, one of the most familiar names in the frozen Italian aisle got pulled off shelves because customers kept finding wood in it. Real wood. In the lasagna. Nestle recalled it after at least one person nearly choked, and that brand is sitting at #1 on this list. You'd think that was a freak accident, one bad batch at one factory. It wasn't the exception. It was the whole freezer aisle, showing you what it really is. Here's the number nobody in that aisle wants you to know. Italy's own Farmers Association, Coldiretti, estimates that fake, Italian-sounding food is now a €120 billion business around the world every year. About 40 billion of it right here in the United States. 2 out of every 3 products sold as Italian have no real connection to Italy at all. Not the recipe, not the ingredients, not the country. And this isn't a taste opinion. Italy protects hundreds of its foods by law, with names and recipes you are legally not allowed to counterfeit over there. Over here, nobody is checking the freezer. We pulled the ownership records, the recall notices, the lawsuits, and the actual ingredient panels on the biggest frozen Italian brands in America. We found 9 that would get you laughed out of a kitchen in Naples, and 2 that a real Italian grandmother would actually put on the table. We're counting the 9 down from bad to genuinely shameful, then handing you the 2 that pass. Let's get into it. So how does a plate of food get this far from Italy? Start at number 9, where even the good guys aren't clean. Number 9, Amy's Kitchen. This is the organic one, the health halo brand people reach for because the box says clean, and on ingredients, Amy's really is a step above most of this list. But 2 things. What Amy's calls Italian, the vegetable lasagna, the stuffed pasta shells, is Italian-American comfort food, not anything you'd find on a table in Bologna. And clean label doesn't mean clean supply chain. In 2015, Amy's had to recall roughly 74,000 cases of frozen meals, the vegetable lasagna and stuffed shells among them, after one of its spinach suppliers flagged possible listeria. Nobody got sick, and Amy's pulled it voluntarily, which is to their credit. But it's proof that once your spinach comes from an industrial supplier, the word organic on the front doesn't protect you from what happens 3 states away. Better than most of this list, and still not quite what the box is selling. Number 8, Michelina's. Look at that name. It sounds like somebody's Italian grandmother. And there's a reason for that. Michelina's was named after a real one, Michelina Paolucci, an immigrant who cooked and catered for families on the Iron Range of Minnesota. Her son put her name on a line of cheap frozen dinners. Sweet story. Here's the part that isn't on the box. These Italian-inspired dinners are made in the United States, not Italy. And since 2016, the whole company has been owned by Charan Pakfond Foods, a conglomerate run by the richest man in Thailand, which bought it for about $1.075 billion. So the grandmother in the name is real. The kitchen behind her is a Thai-owned factory in America. That's the trade for a $2 dinner. You get the story of an Italian Nonna, printed over a supply chain that has nothing to do with her. Number 7, Healthy Choice. This one sells you 2 comforting words at once, healthy and Italian. And the second one is where it falls apart. In Italy, there is no such thing as diet pasta. You eat a real portion of a real dish and you don't apologize for it. Healthy Choice does the opposite. To hit the calorie number on the front, the fat that carries the flavor gets stripped out, and gums, starches, and extra sodium get stacked in to fake the texture back. It's owned by Conagra, a name you'll meet again much higher on this list for a much worse reason. A tiny tray of low-fat cream sauce engineered to hit a calorie target is about as Italian as a spreadsheet. Number 6, lean cuisine. Same play as number 7, run by an even bigger company. Lean Cuisine is Nestle, the largest food company on Earth. And the whole promise is a shrunken portion of pasta you're supposed to feel good about eating. An Italian would look at the tray and ask where the rest of it went. And Nestle's factories are not immune to what's coming at number 1. In March 2025, Lean Cuisine got swept into that same recall. Its butternut squash and spinach artichoke raviolis were pulled for the exact wood-like material found in the lasagna we opened with. Portion-controlled, cream-sauced, and recalled for the same reason. If you're paying a premium to eat less food, you should at least get food. Number 5, Giovanni Rana. Now this one stings because the family is the real thing. Giovanni Rana started making tortellini near Verona in the 1960s and delivered it door to door on a scooter. To Italians, he's practically family, and the fresh pasta is genuinely good. So why is he on the list? Because the Rana pasta in your American supermarket did not come from Verona. In 2012, his son Gianluca Rana opened the company's first overseas factory in Chicago and built a second one a few years later. By 2019, that American operation had passed $300 million in sales, and Rana was the #1 fresh pasta brand in the country, all of it out of Chicago. The label still leans hard on Italy, the tradition, the founder's face, the word authentic. The pasta was made a few miles from Lake Michigan. It's the best-made product on the avoid list, and it's still not what the packaging is quietly promising. Number 4, DiGiorno. The name is Italian for of the day. The slogan is, "It's not delivery." And the product is a thick, rising crust pizza that would get you physically removed from Naples. Real Neapolitan pizza is so specific that the European Union gave it protected status in 2010. A legal recipe. Thin, blistered, cooked in about 90 seconds in a wood fire. DiGiorno breaks every line of it. It's a bready disc engineered to inflate in your home oven. It's owned by Nestle, and in 2016, Nestle recalled about 267,000 pounds of product, including a DiGiorno chicken pizza, for possible foreign material in the food. An Italian-sounding name, an American factory, and a recall for stuff that was never supposed to be in there. That's 3 for 3 on the pattern. Quick thing while we're here. If you're the person in your family who actually reads the back of the box, subscribe. That's the whole reason this channel exists. All right, here's where it gets shameful. Number 3, Bertolli. Bertolli wants you to believe in 1865 and 150 years of Italian tradition, and it sells frozen skillet dinners built on that promise. One of them is a chicken carbonara. Real carbonara is egg yolk, cured pork, pecorino, and black pepper. No cream. Bertolli's version is basically Alfredo sauce with bacon, which in Rome would end a friendship. The chicken parm skillet carries 740 milligrams of sodium a serving, about a third of your day. And here's the part that matters. The Bertolli name has already been caught faking Italy in court. Its olive oil business, run by a company called D'Olio, paid a $7 million settlement in 2018 over labeling oil imported from Italy when the olives actually came from Tunisia, Turkey, Greece, Spain, Chile, and Australia, and over calling that oil extra virgin when it wasn't. When a brand has already paid out in court for pretending to be Italian, you don't owe it the benefit of the doubt. Number 2, Marie Callender's. It looks like a wholesome pie company, and its freezer is full of Italian dinners: fettuccine alfredo, lasagna, chicken parm over pasta. 2 problems. Fettuccine alfredo, drowned in cream, was invented in America. And real Italian cooking doesn't put chicken in pasta the way this brand does. That's the culture. Here's the body count. Marie Callender's is owned by ConAgra, and in 2010, its frozen meals were tied to a salmonella outbreak that sickened 29 people across 14 states. ConAgra recalled about 800,000 of them. This is not a taste complaint. People were hospitalized over a frozen dinner. That's what earned the number 2 spot. And it's still not the worst thing in this freezer. Number 1, Stouffer's. This is the big one. The lasagna that's been in American freezers for generations. The one people trust without thinking. It's Nestle. And it's the brand from the very first sentence of this video. In March 2025, Nestle recalled Stouffer's party-sized chicken lasagna after customers reported a wood-like material in the food, including at least one potential choking incident. Foreign material recalls are rare, only about 4% of all food recalls in 2024. This wasn't some bacteria you can't see coming. It was wood, in a lasagna, in the most trusted Italian name in the aisle. Stouffer's even calls one of its classics lasagna Italiano. There is nothing Italiano about a splinter. If the most trusted Italian name in the freezer can't keep wood out of the lasagna, that word on the front of the box is doing no work at all. Now, the two a real Italian grandmother would actually let in the house. Best option number 2, Talia di Napoli. This one is almost cheating because it's just an actual Neapolitan pizza that happens to be frozen. It's handmade in Naples by Neapolitan pizza makers from 100% Italian ingredients on a sourdough left to rise for 24 hours. It's baked in a wood-fired oven, then flash frozen so cold it needs no preservatives at all. The box says product of Italy, and for once that's the literal truth. There's no tray and no orange puddle. You bake it straight on the rack. You'll find it around $10 at Whole Foods and Sprouts, and in about 10 minutes you get a charred, blistered pie that tastes like it came off a street in Naples, because it did. Best option number 1, Michelangelo's. This is the one for a real weeknight, the everyday dinner that still passes. It was started in 1982 by a third-generation Italian-American family, built on the recipes of their Sicilian grandmother, Nonna. Everything is made from scratch in small batches, flash frozen, and shipped to stores within 36 hours. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no fillers, no chemical preservatives. Their own rule is, if you can't find it in Mom's kitchen, they won't use it. The sauce is Roma tomatoes ripened on the vine and thickened with the tomato's own skin, not paste and not gums. The lasagna reads like something you'd cook yourself. 2 honest caveats. It's now under Campbell, and it leans on soybean oil instead of olive oil. But the food itself is the closest thing in a national freezer aisle to something a Nonna would actually make, and you can find it at Walmart. That's the point. Real still exists. You just have to turn the box over. So here's the one rule that beats every logo in that aisle. Flip the box and read where it was made and how long the ingredient list runs. Made in Italy or product of Italy is a real signal. If the front says Italian, but the back says a factory in the States and a paragraph of gums, sodium, and dough conditioners, you already have your answer. Real Italian food is short. Flour, water, tomato, olive oil, cheese, a little salt. Count the ingredients on the back. Real Italian cooking needs a handful. These need a paragraph. And that paragraph was added to survive a warehouse, not to feed you. That 120 billion euro fake Italian business Callender warned about only works because most people never turn the box over. Now you will. Next time you're in that freezer aisle, ignore which box looks the most Italian and look for the one whose back actually backs up its front. If you want to see how deep this goes, the olive oil aisle is somehow worse. And that's where we're headed next. Send this to the person in your family who buys the lasagna without checking. Their Nonna would want them to know.